So March Madness has officially come to an end. We close out the 2026 postseason with South Carolina Gamecocks women's basketball and UCLA Bruins women's basketball facing off in the women's national championship game, and UConn Huskies men's basketball and Michigan Wolverines men's basketball matched up in the men's national championship. UCLA and Michigan are now your new NCAA champions. But which game stood out to you the most?
I would say UCLA. I think the UCLA game, I don't think anybody really expected. I think most people respected UCLA as a good team, a worthy Final Four team, but I don't think anybody expected UCLA to do what they did to South Carolina. Part of it probably South Carolina playing their championship game Friday night, possibly. That's some of it, but they got beat down, bro. They got completely beat down in every facet of the game. So credit to UCLA. And their coach, who's been there for a while. I think she was the longest tenured women's head coach without getting to a Final Four or winning a championship. I don't know. Somebody in the chat correct me, but I think that was the stat that I heard the other night. So credit to them and credit to those girls for winning and beating a legitimate dominant team in South Carolina. And I think it's a good thing for the women's game, man. Having a different champion, a different school winning it. Now that opens up an avenue for UCLA to be able to get top recruits as well. Now that they're on the map finally as a basketball program. So yeah, I think it was a good thing. And I think that was the most surprising thing of the weekend. I think most of us expected Michigan to beat UConn. So I don't think that was much of a surprise. But I think UCLA definitely dominating the way that they did was a big surprise for me.
I agree with Manny in the sense of UCLA was pretty surprising. I'm very invested in the future with seeing how they continue to recruit and seeing that recruiting class that USC has coming in and how both of those teams' rivalry will play out amongst women's sports. I think it'll be something similar to what you had with Iowa, LSU, maybe, if UCLA can stay good. But I also was surprised at Michigan. Like, I knew they were a good team, the players that they have, but the way they dominated Arizona and really UConn, they stayed in this game. They couldn't make shots. They did play well, but Michigan was just a better team. Like the way they suffocated them on defense, nothing was easy. It seemed like they got every loose ball, made every shot that they needed to make. I knew Michigan was good, but I didn't know they were this good. And the Tennessee game, the game right before the national championship game and against Arizona and the national championship game, they looked like a well-oiled machine. Like it was something to see, to watch this Michigan team play these last three games. It almost looked like nobody could beat them. So that was really impressive to me.
I agree with you, Spike. And I think it was either the Sweet 16 or maybe the round before that when I watched Michigan, I felt like they had an answer for everything, right? Just the way that their roster was constructed. And obviously, I agree with you with it being such a well-oiled machine. In the history of the NCAA tournament, this was one of the worst one versus one losses in the Final Four when it was Michigan versus Arizona. They beat them by 18. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And everybody, and Shelton, you said this might be the national championship. Like this could be the matchup, and it wasn't close. Michigan had every answer.
I knew Arizona didn't match up well. I was surprised that they lost the way that they did to Michigan, but I just knew Arizona because Arizona, to me, you got to honestly the team that matched up the best against Michigan was Duke if they were healthy, but they didn't make it to the Final Four. Whatever, nigga. Let me get my feelings off. Anyway, whatever, boy. But I thought Duke was the team that matched up with them the best. I mean, they beat them in the regular season. You need size and shooting to beat Michigan, and Arizona just notoriously is a bad 3-point shooting team. I mean, I think they were the worst shooting percentage from 3-point for any one seed in I think 20 years. I think that I seen that stat somewhere. So everybody knew that Arizona was notoriously a bad 3-point shooting team. Yes, they had the size to match up with Michigan, but Michigan just had the athleticism, the size. I mean, Michigan was an NBA team. I mean, let's just keep it a buck. Michigan is basically an NBA team. They run a lot of NBA concept. Dusty May is getting a lot of looks as an NBA coach in the future. I mean, he's a hell of a coach. So Michigan is just dominant, but I think just from a surprise standpoint, I think it's got to be UCLA. I mean, who had UCLA completely dominating South Carolina?
I'm with you on that.
Every facet of the game, too.
I'm with you on that, Manny, because I was again after they beat UConn, I'm like, okay, this is SC's, this is their year. This is their year to get it. Yeah. Don's going, officially move into a different class above everybody else. But they got their ass busted. Like that spread, it's a 20+ spread. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was not thinking about that for a championship game, especially led by Coach Don. The Michigan one I seen once they beat Bama, Ken, I was like, all right, that's the championship right here. Anybody that beat Bama,
they beat Bama.
Manny bringing up Duke Shelton, so hey,
you gotta get Bama in there.
and only the herb Lou stopped Bama from being great. They let my nigga
only the herb, huh?
They let my nigga just pats off. He would have been eating. But I saw Michigan a mile away, and I hate Michigan with a passion. But I knew Michigan once the way they was just beating teams, it was just like, bro, they're just a train.
Yeah, they're just the best team all year.
They're just a train. They're just a train, and everybody talking about Big Ten is now running college sports. Like,
they are.
If you want to be a champion and you want to make some money, you go to the Big Ten. That's a hell of a slogan.
Smoking like a true Midwest nigga.
Right. I mean, it's true, Spike. The day
got the biggest money, bro.
The day of the SEC, paying niggas through a church.
No, I know. I'm just hating.
It's not work no more, man.
Hey, Lou,
I'm
just saying. I'm you know me. I mess with the South. This is my adopted home. You know what I'm saying? I'm repping Bama. But yeah, I gotta keep it a bean. You know what I'm saying? It's they the new factory.
Do y'all think one of these big schools like this will go after your girl from Iowa State? They went to
yeah.
Like
I think that's why she left
South Carolina or UConn. But to be honest, it'll be tough at either place because both those places emphasize defense, and she don't like to play defense. So in saying that, her helping you is kind of tough. So I would think that she wouldn't be at either place for that reason. But if you ask me, that for me, the Michigan UConn game was more surprising. Well, I'm not gonna say more surprising. The UCLA game, of course, was more surprising. South Carolina lost the past 2 championships these past 2 years by over 20 points each, which is ridiculous. But the theme was common in both these games. Size won. The team, the bigger team that could rebound, block shots, and do all those things won both these games. But I was shocked that UConn hung in there as long as they did. I really thought Michigan dominated this game. So to only win by 6, to me, was saying a lot about Hurley and his coaching and keeping these guys alive, because that was not a good game. That was not a good game by UConn whatsoever. But to stick in that game like they did and still have a chance at the end like that, that speaks volumes for that team.
Shelton,
they just couldn't make no shots.
They couldn't make any shots.
I had a theory. If UConn won, obviously we're moving a little slightly to the NBA. If UConn won, obviously Dan Hurley's in the Mount Rushmore, arguably, of college basketball coaches. So he has nothing else to prove at the program. If Mike Brown don't get the Knicks to the Eastern Conference Finals, you
gonna hire Nick?
Listen, Manny know what I'm talking about. The MTA.
I knew he was going to sleep.
Nick, he can speak the language. You know he can speak the language already. You've seen him do it.
They say Connecticut is New York's backyard. The MTA goes straight from Hartford to
Nick, I ain't gonna lie. If anybody can handle it, he can.
He can go there.
I'm just saying.
But now that they lost, he got something to prove. He gonna come back.
Yeah.
Nah, man, y'all good. Y'all got Mike Brown.
But Ken, you're right too about Terrence Reed. Terrence Reed played for Michigan for 2 years, and he played for UConn for 2 years. There was 3 championships in that time for those 2 schools, and he won none of them. So wherever he was, he was getting.
That sound like T-Mac.
Our HBCUs have a legacy that's straight up golden. And McDonald's is proud to help keep it that way. Since 2021, the Golden Arches has connected with the Thurgood Marshall College Fund to provide $1 million in scholarships for students headed to our HBCUs. That kind of cash helps keep bright minds on the yard, dreams within reach, and the future golden. Learn more about McDonald's Black and Positively Golden scholarships at mcdblackscholars.com.
Oh man.
Yeah, my thoughts, because there's another question about which team disappointed you the most in the Final Four, both the men and women's. For me, it's South Carolina.
Easy.
And the reason why I picked South Carolina, Shelton, is because we had to sit there and watch the damn dance UCLA did after they won this damn shit. Bro, what in the entire hell? They did a dance routine after winning the national championship. What? I have never seen anything like that in my entire life. we need some straightening going on, man.
Yeah.
They didn't have no flavor then.
They have none.
It was
all white, and then
ain't no seasoning.
It was
hey man, so the victors go to spoils, man. You know,
it was definitely raisins in the potato salad in that after party. It was not
that's the type of thing that looked like. Yeah, raisins in the potato salad.
There was not any melanin in that room.
You said there was a green bean casserole at the at the celebration ceremony.
God, I was asking Jalen about Betts. He said he don't even think she's gonna be a good pro.
Betts.
Yeah.
She you know what, Lou, she probably will because she has size and she can lay the ball up. That's half the battle right there. She can make a layup. And I'm not being funny when I say
yes, you is.
Goodness gracious of life, man. I have never been more frustrated. I wanted to break my TV a couple of times watching Joyce Edwards and some of these. Oh my goodness. Bet's gonna be all right. Goodness gracious.
Hey, Lou, stop listening to Jalen, bro.
Jalen is trying to sell it. I get it.
He's trying to be the Amar Rashad. He the Mel
Kiper women's basketball.
Yeah. To answer your question, Ken, disappointing team, Arizona. The way they just got dismantled on the biggest stage. Arizona, Michigan, Duke, those were the three teams that I think everybody had penciled in.
Nobody had Duke.
Shut up, nigga. The way Arizona just got beat down in every facet of the game, kind of similar to South Carolina. I don't think anybody had Arizona getting whooped like that. I mean, people had Arizona losing, getting destroyed like that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you want to all the narrative around Tommy Lloyd and whether he was leaving, not leaving, taking to Carolina. I don't know if that maybe distracted him to it. I know it's an excuse, but I don't know if that has something to do with it. But they just look ill prepared. They look like they just had never played another physical team, and they just got destroyed.
Yeah, they definitely look scared and shook.
Come down.
Hey, Spike, don't be lying on me, bro. You ain't asking me about bets. You asked me about food.
I asked you Sunday. I said Betts. I said the big girl from UCLA.
He said Fudd. Yeah, he said Fudd.
You wasn't there, nigga. What you talking about?
No, I'm saying on the chat he said Fudd wasn't gonna be.
Oh, well, I know. I asked you Sunday about Betts, Jalen. Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, "Is the big girl from UCLA gonna be good?"
Oh, all right. Nah, I thought you were talking about Fudd. I'm saying Fudd. She's just gonna be a shooter. She ain't gonna be nothing more.
No, Doc, I was talking about Betts.
Doc, is Raven Johnson gonna be a good pro?
Nah, she'd probably be but she's probably like a 6-man. Like she'll bring a spark, but she ain't.
So she's gonna be Chris Paul.
No.
Yeah,
unless you disrespecting Chris Paul. I mean, yeah.
I was.
Okay, then yeah.
What'd you say about Betts though? What'd you say? Since I got it wrong,
she's gonna be a solid pro. It also just depends on who she go to. So that's gonna be the main thing. So I mean, I could see her. Like if she go to Washington, that'd be a good spot for her next to Kiki learning. But I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I gotta sit and think about it because she's gonna be the first overall pick. So she could be good in Dallas. She'd be good in Dallas. I think about it. Yeah, she'd be good in Dallas
as a Cowboy.
Page. Oh, and shout out to Nick for his asinine takes. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, we gonna bring. Listen, I plant seeds and they grow into trees later.
Them seeds are all dead on arrival.
I just matter of fact, I want you to say it right here. So it's documented.
I wait until the Olympics.
No, I want to document it right now. What he said. He stood 10 toes in the
I
group.
still stand
He did.
10 toes. Hey, listen.
What you said, Nick?
How many
I'll
years
say-
do you think she got left? Nick?
I'm gonna say it to the offseason when we ain't got shit to talk about.
She gonna be hooping by then, so he gonna change his mind. Watch.
I ain't changing shit. I've been sitting on
I
this for a while.
told you, Nick. I agree with Nick. I think I agree.
Listen,
too.
I got hey Jalen, I do my
think he's right.
research. I got the papers to I got documentation.
You got a crumble pads of tape on paper.
You might want to see your papers. You got a grade for your
Nick flashed those papers like it's a fake
Yeah,
FBI
on
man.
there. Satisfactory.
I'm doing charts and everything.
Oh boy.
All right, well, that's it for college basketball, man. We are done with that. But no, it was an entertaining Final Four. So shout out to all of the winners. A couple of super chats that are related. F UConn, another successful hate watch.
I agree.
All right.